Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another round of Lock-In Pub Quiz. I hope everyone's got their thinking caps on this week and we're ready to have a bit of a laugh with a set of questions. We've got 10 questions from QI. We've got 10 general knowledge quickfire questions. Then we've got some special questions designed for children, so we'll see how our contestants do. And we're finishing off with some movie posters. There is one thing, though. We've unfortunately been unable to get hold of Corpus Defectus for Team Dragon. So if anyone wants to come in and play with Flint, so either Arctic Haze, I can see you there, Dutch Heretic, anyone like that, please give me a shout on Discord, because we are short one player for tonight.
Bear in mind there is a lag on this.
Yeah, I know, which is quite nice. So it gives me a chance to get Discord back open, because I went and almost shut the thing. But otherwise, yeah, so if anyone's not familiar with QI, it's all quite interesting. And they're questions where the answer's not as obvious as you think it might be. And if you do give the stupid answer, or the obvious answer, your team will get -1 point. All questions are up for grabs for everyone. Just either quick fire, ring your bell, shout your name, or anything like that. And the teams tonight will be Team Dragon as Flint and whoever's going to join him. And
hello.
Hello. And then the other team is going to be the Pipperoni. Oh, I can't even read my text box now.
Pipperonis?
Pipperonis, that's the one. I can't read my text box. All I can see is the box is in the way. The Pipperonis. We have very own Amy and the lovely Pip. But we'll start. We'll say hello to Flint. How are you then, Flint? Tell us a bit about yourself, because I don't think I've been on a stream with you before.
Yeah, I've not been on this stream before, but I've been on other streams from Mr. Sensible or what was it, Planet Work was it also. I'm a guy from Switzerland. I do my bachelor's degree, currently a bit weird because online. So far I'm doing well and nothing else happened so far to me.
What are you doing your bachelor's in?
In electrical engineering.
Nice.
Wow.
Very clever then.
I don't like to call myself clever. I find myself rather stupid.
Well, you did come on my show, so you can't be that clever. Oh, but I think we might have someone for you to play with in a minute. We shall find out. But then we'll turn to the lovely ladies on the other side of the room, and we'll start with Pip. Pip, tell anyone who doesn't know about you and your funny little channel.
Well, Pip from Scotland. I do silly children's stories, but not really children's stories. Channel name's the same username I've got, Pie Parrot, if anybody wants to go over. That's about it, really. If you want to laugh, a giggle.
Your story readings are absolutely hilarious. I do really enjoy those. They are. I've put up
a couple of poems the last couple of days, what I wrote myself.
Nice.
And another one out tomorrow. Oh, that's me.
Oh, we have a contestant. We've got. Oh God, this is going to be.
Oh no.
AB Science.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh God.
Oh, wait.
I've posted.
Oh. Perfect.
Yeah, we're done.
Well, don't forget, they are quite difficult questions. So even he may struggle with some of them, because there's only 5 science questions in the entire thing. The rest are knowledge-y things. So we'll hope. And he is a very intelligent bloke, but we'll see how he does.
I'll give you a heads up.
Oh dear.
I'll give you a heads up, man.
Awesome.
One of the questions is, what number am I thinking of?
And what's in my pocket? Don't forget that one. That's a great question.
Yeah. What's in your pocket? Your hand?
No.
My hand, if you please.
I'm Googling.
Oh dear me. Right, anyway, I've completely lost my train of thought now. Amy, we're going to turn to you and say hello to you. How are you doing? Tell us a bit about yourselves, because I think you've been on the poker but only once on my channel, so say hello to everyone on this channel.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Amy. I'm on the Shills. The person you hear in the background is my son Matthew. He's He's kind of a package deal with everything. You can hear him on the streams. I'm from southern Maine. I live on the coast of Maine, and we're right now doing homeschooling because of everything being shut down. So it's been an interesting couple of weeks. And that's just about it. Thank you.
You can feel free to pinch some of the questions for the round 3 section because they are all kids' questions. So I think
awesome.
Matt, we need you.
One set is GCSE ones, and the other set is from a TV show called Horrible Histories. I don't know if you're familiar with it. And they bring out the silly facts in history that not many people know, but they're well worth a watch. And I just heard a beep. Is that the man himself?
That depends on who you're referring to as the man.
Hey! Good evening, AB Science. How are you? Welcome to... I don't think you've been on my channel since we did our first sort of live streaming, getting all drunk and things, really, have you?
Yeah, it's been a while, actually, yeah.
It has, yeah. Jeez. But for anyone who doesn't know, and I'd be very surprised if they didn't, tell us a bit about yourself, AB.
I do things involving equations and shit.
What a breakdown. I do things. Oh, so your teammate tonight is going to be Flint. So I don't know if you two have ever met before or anything like that, so it'll make it more interesting. Did you break down for the show?
I kind of missed it. I think there was a mention of QI.
Yeah, first 10 questions are QI based. Then we've got 10 general knowledge questions that were all actually off the chase, so they shouldn't be too difficult for everyone. Then we've got a special round where each team will get 5 questions. Whoever's winning at the time gets to pick whether they want question set 1 or question set 2. You don't get to know what they are, though. But the hint is one of them is going to be history, all horrible histories based, and the other one is GCSE science questions. And then we've got 10 movie posters to finish off.
Okay.
So if we're all ready, now we've got Mr. AB here, I shall...
I just want to apologize to Pie Parrot first before the show even starts.
Don't apologize to me. No, I apologize to you.
Amy, based on how well you were doing answering the questions in the chat last week, I think you're going to be fine. Do not worry.
Oh thank you.
And I've seen Pip say some clever stuff every so often, so she'll be fine.
Every so often.
Yes, I'm going to
Rare occasion.
Well, geography was Matthew and my thing, so we're having a blast with social studies while we're doing homeschooling right now. That's our thing.
Right then, I'll start us off with the QI questions, and we'll start with question 1. Fingers on your buzzers or your shoutings or however you're doing it. I will keep an eye out for anything. That's right, clear ready. So question number 1, we've got an easy one to start off with. What animal has the most videos on YouTube?
Ooh.
Oh,
Cats.
Flynn.
Yay!
It's not cats. So that's minus 1 point for Team Dragon, and we're going to turn the question over to Amy. What's your answer going to be? Obviously, you know it's not cats.
Animal. You said animal, yeah?
I did say animal,
Yes.
and I'm not counting humans as animals before you go down that route.
Oh shit.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I know what animals I watch, but whether there's a lot, I don't know.
Oh, go on.
Birds?
Yeah, parrots, birds.
Is that what you're doing? It's not birds. Oh, it's not parrots. And we'll find.
okay.
Well, I'll turn it back to AB Science because he was just thinking there in the background. He's got one last chance to redeem his team.
It's dogs.
It is dogs. Yes.
Oh,
Good job.
When I made this, there was 65.9 million dog videos and 65.3 million cat videos, with both of them growing at the same sort of steady amount. But does anyone know why we find animal videos so nice to watch?
It produces serotonin.
It does, yeah. It's watching the animal videos basically decreases stress and anxiety. So, yeah. So we're back to
Alaska. Serotonin.
I missed that.
God.
Oh my God.
Right then. Question number 2. Get ready once again. What
Okay.
do otter hounds hunt? I'm glad no one
Pip,
got there.
was new.
What?
Pip.
Oh, go on, Pip.
Birds.
They don't hunt birds, no. Team Dragon, has your team got an answer for us?
Oh God, it was something really obscure. I do remember this. Well, clearly I don't, but I do remember this question, and I heard the answer, and it is quite surprising.
Elephants.
You'd have to be a bloody big dog to hunt an elephant, really, wouldn't it?
That's so surprising.
Get the timer on.
We got an answer from Team Dragon.
Oh, I think I know it. Yes.
on then.
Say
The
it, say
little ferrety, what you call it? The white ones, mink.
No, and we did actually have a klaxon lined up for otters as well, just in case anyone who would have put it. I'll give Amy will have one last go at answering this, and then I'll give us the answer if not.
Okay.
Amy, have you got any clue?
I'm trying to think here. Fish?
No, it's not fish, and there's no klaxon for that one. So, otter hounds actually hunt rat. Obviously, originally they were
Rats, okay.
bred to hunt otters, but that became illegal. And then
Right.
AB was very close, because then they got changed to be hunting minks, but then that became illegal as well. So they couldn't hunt any of them, so they had them to hunt rats. So,
Rats, okay.
nice little question. I thought it was quite good. But yeah, they hunt rats now. No otters.
Doing
and minks,
well. We're doing
not
well.
good. Hey, this
We
is
are.
nice. You haven't gone minus, so don't worry.
We haven't got a flat. All right.
I mean, we are as Team Dragon. If you take the square root out of this number, it's imaginary. So I'm fine.
Yeah.
I just realised I put the fucking score in the wrong one.
Oh God, I just realised that as well. I was looking over on the
Oh,
team.
sorry, you have.
-1. Oh well. He'll fix it now, don't worry. Right, we'll just queue up. Question number 3. What
Okay.
colour is a panther? Oh, I think that was an Amy Bell, was it?
It was black.
It's like a proper episode of QI, this, isn't it? Everyone always gets the first bits wrong.
Oh.
Team Dragon, have you got any clue there?
What color is a panther?
Yes.
That was the question. It's a big kitty cat, so.
Is it?
What is it? I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like one. If you pet it, you need to be really careful.
Have you got a colour in mind, either of you? Because you got ABs there as well.
Any idea?
I mean, I know that. God.
Orange and
Tatty singing away. I'm going to press for an answer, otherwise I'm going to call it all out.
I'll just call it brown.
No, I don't
why
get a
not?
shot.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to do for calling it, was passing it to you if they had no answer. Go on then, Pip.
Oh, did maybe not answer there?
He said brown, that's wrong as well.
Oh, I was going to say brown and white, kind of
No.
white, Tony brown and white underneath.
No, I'm actually an evil bugger. There is no such thing as a panther. It's an adapted word from the Greek panthera, which means all beasts. We have black leopards and black jaguars and black pumas, but there is actually no black panther because it's a made up. The animal
Black
group
variation.
is panthera, So panthers, tigers, panthers, lioness, and things like that. So it's
And
a
I
Quite
check us, man.
interesting.
and I'm an evil bugger, but I loved it as a question, so hence why it went in.
You're bad.
I could supply you with another question, actually. An evil question.
Oh no, what you have to do, stick it, if anyone's got any questions who aren't going in the quiz, stick them in Discord messages to me, and I'll make sure I include them in general knowledge rounds if they're not horrendously difficult. So, with that one done, we've got another colour-esque question.
Oh god.
Yes. Oh, you might know this one better. Originally, what colour were Robin Hood's tights?
Oh, I know what I want to say, but I'm scared I get a klaxon again.
No. I know that damn thing's loud.
You didn't wear tights.
Oh, that's not a klaxon one, don't worry, but yes, he did. Well, as tights as we're going to do tights for the time, but yeah. So I'll turn it over to Team Dragon. Have you got a colour in mind for me?
I mean, are we talking in the actual legend? I mean,
We're going back to the earliest Robin Hood stories, yes.
Oh God. I don't know. Purple. Why not?
Purple?
Mauve.
Oh.
Move.
Because the obvious answer, I won't say because otherwise we will, yeah.
You get a klaxon
be
for the
loud.
obvious answer, yes.
No.
They're not purple or mauve, but you're not on the wrong tracks there. You're getting close. But I'll give it to Amy for one last chance.
So if it's not that, but it's getting close. Oh, man.
American tan.
It's worth it. Perhaps he's got the answers and he still gets them wrong.
I desperately want to say brown, but I don't think that's right.
It's not, unfortunately. So
Right.
they were basically red. The earliest Robin Hood ballads from the 15th century. The longest and most important of those was A Jest of Robin Hood. Robin and his merry men wear a good mantle of scarlet and rye. It's a kind of bright red wrap. So I would have taken red, scarlet. So hence why I was saying, oh, you weren't far off there, AB. So unfortunately, no points for anyone that round.
I would have gone for purple because that would be. I mean, it is basically red, I guess.
It is very close. Hence why I was like, oh, we're not far off. I was just annoyed we didn't get a klaxon on that one. So
Yeah.
never mind.
It's the other end of the bloody visible spectrum.
It is,
Purple
but
and red.
if you put them next to each other, they look similar. I know they're different ends and things like that. They at least look similar. They've got that same sort of pinky readiness in them, haven't they? Anyway, question number 5. What ferocious beast is the world's most successful hunter?
Shit.
Missed about.
Yes. Okay. I think I've got it.
Go on then, AB.
Really?
We're talking about a carnivore here, right?
Yes, it's hunting things, yeah.
It's gonna be a ladybird.
Ooh. No.
No.
Right world, not right one. I'll turn it over to the Pipperine. Oh God, I'll turn it over to Piperinori. I will get that right.
It's like Jackanory. What do you think, Amy? If it's not a ladybird, something like a ladybird.
Barman,
Yeah.
Yes, Tats.
you missed out one pertinent point. The name
no,
starts.
I don't know what. Oh,
Yeah.
on the very bottom. No, I purposely left that out because I thought that's going to be a bit of an evil add-on to it. I will read that
Fair
out
enough.
afterwards.
Fair enough.
Okay, shall we say
Come on, add it.
Okay, starts with O, which doesn't actually help anyone. That was what I had on the thing because that was in the
Okay, I'm glad I never
original,
said
but I
that.
thought that put people too far away. So I would ignore
think I
that if
know.
I were you. Oh,
Okay,
go
go
on
for
then,
it.
Amy.
Okay, I think I know. An ocelot.
No. See, this is why I said you
No,
should
it
ignore the
starts with
O.
an O.
But
No,
we'll turn
it's
it.
not.
Ignore the
it's,
O.
it's,
Okay.
it's a dragonfly.
It's a
Oh.
dragonfly. Unfortunately,
Ordinata.
Amy, you gave me an answer already.
But what the
Yes,
feck's all got to do
Ordinata.
with anything?
I thought it'd be too
Dragonfly.
because they're from the order of Odonata, and I thought that'd be too evil to
Yeah.
put in.
Yeah.
But they have a success rate of 90 to 95%, and they don't actually chase
Wow.
their prey like other animals do. They figure out, right, the thing I want to eat is coming this way, so if I go that way, I'll get in front of it and I'll get to eat it. So they're actually very unique in the world for that. It's the same way that we catch a ball. So we know where the ball's going to be and we put our hand out. That's basically what a dragonfly does.
And actually, they do. I've seen him do it. It's really cool because we have
It is.
tons of dragonflies around here, and I love it. I always cheer when they eat another mosquito. It's like, yes! And they're
That
pretty
was
successful.
quite interesting.
It was
It
quite
is.
hence the round.
Quite interesting.
So moving on, another evilish question. Question number
Uh-oh.
6. What do bananas grow on?
Maybe. I don't want to mess this up, but I know it.
Oh, go on then, Pip.
Bushes.
Ooh, I thought you were going to fall for my cunning ploy there. I'll give you as bushes.
Thank you.
We would have said plants. As long as you hadn't said the magical word, I'm going to say it because I want Tatty to play it. Trees. Just to show I did have it lined up. But basically, the banana plant is actually a herb, and the bananas are its berries. A herb is defined as a plant with a fleshy, not a woody stem, which are the plant has bloomed and set seed dies down to the ground. So bananas are actually berries. So there's something for everyone to know.
That's interesting.
I mean, it's we have one a banana berry bush, whatever you call it. It actually was managed to make fruits, but it was here in Switzerland. It's way too cold for that, and sadly, it did not carry berries, aka
And
bananas.
also, you have to remember that bananas are the incontrovertible evidence that God is real, because it fits perfectly in your hand.
Yep. For your hand.
I do like 9 o'clock heroes answer though. Shrubbery.
Robbery.
Shrubbery.
It's always a good word.
Not a woody. There are pills for that. The German truth said.
Oh, right, where was I? Question number 7. More of the evil QI-ness.
Uh-oh.
I know. Why do cows lie down?
Oh.
And you have to stand up all day.
Ooh. Yes. Cows lie down because they get tired. And because they're herd animals, when one cow sees the other one lying down, it goes, oh, that's a good plan, and basically lies down as well. So obviously the stupid answer for that was going to be because it's going to rain.
Yeah, I was going to say
happens
that.
because they lie down so often, eventually that some of them lie down when it actually does rain. But yeah, they lie down because they're tired. So a point there for Team Dragon. And no again. Damn it.
I know.
Right.
I mean,
Arctic haze, they lie down to get laid.
Adam says because they're dead.
Yeah, they probably do lie down when they're dead as well.
maybe. Just maybe.
Maybe. But unfortunately, monochromatic light source, if you're keeping score of yourself, you get -1 because you put it's going to rain. But question number 8, I think this will be an easy one for everyone, really. What is coffee made from?
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. No, not saying it.
Wait. Those are actually kind. What was it again?
Go on, what is coffee made from?
I mean, the obvious answer is, of course, but actually the...
He's like, I know the answer, but I'm not sure.
Just hang on. Oh, what are you saying, Uncle?
I mean... yeah!
Someone's got to have an answer for me there.
Okay, so I know what you're gonna what the klaxon is going to be, because obviously it's not going to be that. So I'm gonna call it a fruit.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they were like a berry.
Yeah, the berry.
Yeah.
Everybody's...
Yeah, I will take berries. I would have taken seeds as well, as Chriso and Adam L have just said in the chat. Monochromatic Lysource also called them a berries. But coffee is really a fruit. What we call a coffee beans are, botanically speaking, seeds from coffee cherries, because they're coffee cherries. So, yeah. So, again, you're all learning far too quick about this klaxon. This is not good.
I know.
I spent entire minutes today making klaxons, and then
I know, because I watched the program.
I'm hoping that I'm hoping that the klaxon you are using is not the original sound that they use.
This goes.
It basically is.
Yeah, but is it sampled from that, or have you made?
No. Oh no, I didn't sample it from that. I took it off a YouTube video where it sounds basically the same.
Yeah,
so I can really pick up the
copyright.
Yeah, but it was on another YouTube video, so I thought, yeah, I should be fine on that. That video's still there.
Right, Amy, we need to stop second guessing ourselves. Just go for it next time.
Just go for it.
Just go for
Yeah,
it. That's
yeah,
just thinking through.
Just go for it. I'm gonna wait and think my answers through.
It's more fun if you don't think. Just say what comes to your mind.
Just blurt it out.
No.
Mr. Unite for the Children's just asked, so if we dry out bananas, then grind it up and pour hot water over it.
Ew.
Yeah,
Right then. Another horrible mush. Oh God. Right, another evil question.
Okay.
How many oceans are on Earth?
Oh.
Oh, you twat. I've got klaxons lined up from 2 to 6. Yeah. There is only one ocean on Earth. They are all joined up, and according to the American National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, there is only one ocean. We divide them up to make it easy for us. So, all this time I'm making klaxons. I know I shouldn't have AB on. He's far too clever for this.
He's saving the day.
He is saving the day for you all, yeah. I noticed in the chat, Chriso got that one right with 1. So, yes, well done. 1 was the answer.
Right. That's done to the scores.
Oh, because he got it right.
And peels.
What did I do?
Peels.
Oh, we're on 0 each.
Oh,
Nice.
sorry, that's we're tied.
We're tied with no score. Right. The last QI question, and I'm expecting this to probably be a quick answer off some people. Where is the largest ocean in the solar system?
Ooh.
Ooh. Pip.
Go on, Pip.
Titan.
No.
Europa.
Yes.
Damn.
Obviously Jupiter's moon. The Hubble telescope detected a water plume 3 times higher than Mount Everest. We believe there could be 3 times the amount of water on Europa than there is in Earth's oceans. So, in other words, a shitload.
I think that is a metric fuckton of metric fucktons.
I see. Very scientific.
Ton, or 3 metric shed loads. Yes. Modern Skeptic got it right, though. And then Arctic A, seriously 5, Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, Southern, and Arctic. Yes, we've named them differently, Arctic A's, but according to the... I'm going to have to read out the name again. The
nowhere.
National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. There's only actually we're evil. We're evil. They're all QI questions. It's a great show. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it.
grandfather.
Right.
But then there's also the
And now
what is
we're
the
on to
definition of an ocean.
Whatever the Oceanic Society says it is, because it's got it in their name. I'm just evil. Hello, Pip. Yes. Maybe not then. I just heard Pip say hello, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, because you disappeared.
I disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I don't know. I didn't know I went. Oh, dear.
Imagine disappearing like that.
Scary.
Crickets.
I'm here now, so it's all good. Right then. So now we're on to a quick fire. Get it wrong, you get it wrong, and that is it. So here's your chance to make up some points. So, question number 11. Everyone ready? On what part of your body would you apply styling mousse?
Hair.
Pep. Hello, Ashley.
Unfortunately, you would. Yeah, I heard a shout and a bell before anything else, so I'll turn to the bell first, which was
Hair.
Amy's bell.
Your head, hair.
It is hair, yes. Right.
I haven't got a bell.
Yeah, Amy, shout your name. She got a bell.
Shout your name.
Yeah.
All right.
She's
I'm
got a
so
bell.
sorry.
She's got a tin cup.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Pip shouting her name, and then, yeah, but I did hear Pip's bell before I heard your name, so I will be fair on that one. Question number 12. Bryan Cranston won 3 Emmys for playing Walter White in what TV show?
AB.
Go for it.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, yes.
Very good.
Green Dragon.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this is why
My
the
hand
quick
couldn't
fire.
reach it.
Never seen it. Never seen it.
Really? Oh, it's a great TV show. Really good. Good story, good characters. And obviously everything is Walter White's wife's fault. It's all her fault. Question number 13. In Greek myth, which god is said to be the father of the 3 graces?
Pep.
Go, Pip.
Zeus.
It is Zeus. Team for the Pippinoris.
I suppose that was the safe answer, isn't it? Because Zeus fucked everyone.
He did.
Yeah.
And even as a swan, he managed to fuck everyone.
He quite literally fucked
a-
everything with a pulse.
Yeah,
Yes, he did. Excuse my language, he was a horny bastard.
he was. But I love the fact that he still managed to get laid when he went to Earth in disguise as an animal. It's like, oh, okay. Bugger.
Wow.
Well, anything, really. Right. Question 14. What word can mean 20 items or the result of a football match?
Pep.
Go, Pip.
Score.
Score for a right point. Yes, 1 point for the Pippinoris. Question 15. What prominent religious position was held by 2 Italians and 1
Missionary.
No, and 1 Polish man in 1978? Go, Pip.
Pope.
Pope.
Yay!
Yeah. The only reason I've let that question go through is because you tried, AB, but you didn't let me finish the question. Otherwise, I would have said, nope, no one gets
I'm
wrong.
sorry, you didn't get the fucking joke.
Oh, I was too thingy of reading. Oh. Oh, my brain wasn't with it then. You're just, no, I'm reading a question.
I'm tempted to have a point for that joke.
It is almost tempting, isn't it? But points. Oh no. Oh, give him a half for that because that was fucking funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
God.
special.
Oh, special, yes. Right, this is going to be a quick answer. Which Russian demonstrated conditioned reflex in his experiments?
Pip.
Go on, Pip.
Pavlov.
Yes, Pavlov and his dogs.
Conditioned reflex.
That's the one.
Yep.
Questionable.
Oh, it's an easy question, and it was on a TV show, and I was happy with it.
I won't go into it, but I think Mr. Science might have a thing or two to say about this.
Everyone knows the answer, though. Some big news. Scroll up a bit. Oh, Mr. Unite for the children saying, "Oh yes, I did see. I didn't even notice. Mr. Spaceman is in the chat at the moment. I did notice on Twitter he had some news earlier. He got engaged today."
Congratulations.
Yeah, I did like your tweet on that, mate. I just didn't notice you come in the chat because I was too busy reading the questions. But congratulations and good luck on all of that. So I know a good pub in Hereford if you need a bar. So,
But it is closed at the moment.
it is closed at the moment, so which is a bit of a downer. And quiz. Right, this is going to be a nice quick one. Question 17. In what film series does time travel occur when the car reaches 88 miles per hour?
AB,
Go on, AB.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Yeah.
I know. She's
No
about
one
ready.
actually shouted out before I finished that question. As soon as I said time traveling car, I thought someone's going to shout out very quickly.
Yeah. I was ready too.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to shout in before I finish a question if you think you know it. Don't wait for me. It's a quick fire round. Go for it. Question 18. Which member of the A team had an invisible dog called Billy?
Oh,
That's Flint. Flint's tink up first.
Shit.
Can't remember his name.
Murdoch.
Yes.
Yes. I was just gonna...
It was like it was there and gone. And
you even said that as well.
yeah. Was it,
I've not watched A-Team in years, but a great show. I've just realised, though, reading my question out, I didn't even put A-Team, I put one team. So I'll change that in case I ever use these questions again, because I don't want them to be wrong and when I forget about it. Golden Skeptic, Murdic. Right, question number 19. In the 1950s, which Soviet leader ordered the assassination of John Wayne?
What?
Yeah.
In the 50s.
19 what did you say?
1950s. I've not given you an exact year.
AB.
I'm trying to think there was a Pip there first. Let me just load up was Pip first. I was just going to double check the text. Right, go for it, Pip.
Stalin?
It was Stalin, yes. Yeah, according to the text, you were just first as well, so that's perfect. So Stalin in the 1950s ordered the assassination of John Wayne, which I think is mad because apparently Stalin loved John Wayne movies as well. He loved Western.
Oh, Stalin was a fucker for movies. He would get all of his close advisors to he would force them to watch movies with him, and he'd have his private cinema, and they would just get shit-faced, and he would just force them to drink more and more and more, and none of them could handle it. He was a terror.
He was. Have you seen The Death of Stalin?
That's fantastic. Gotta love Yanucci. Yeah.
Oh, great film. For anyone who's not seen it, get out, go and watch The Death of Stalin. After you've watched it, go to a channel called something history buffs, and he does historical films, and he goes through them, and he covered The Death of Stalin, pulls up the bits that aren't historical on it, but some of the details it comes out with is absolutely brilliant. But so Stalin wanted John Wayne assassinated. All the fun. Right, question 20. It's a movie one. What organ of the body appears in 2 James Bond film titles?
Oh my god.
Shit.
What are the James Bond titles?
I can't think of any.
Heart.
I heard it's
Heart.
What? It's not heart, no. So unfortunately, no points for that one. So if I was to say for your eyes only and golden eyes,
I was going to say,
I just have messed up the titles. It's like it wasn't one with heart, golden heart. Was it no golden eyes?
To be honest,
Bleeding
I
idiots.
tempted to actually say something about vaginas, but
you
it
might
wouldn't surprise me.
for that. Right, so where's that put? Oh, so Team Dragon, you're on 4.5, and the Pipinoris are on 6 at present. So I shall turn to the Pipinoris. You can have question set 1 or question set 2. And no, you don't get to know what either sets are, apart from one set is going to be history, horrible histories based, and one is going to be GCSE science based, but you don't know which is which.
Oh, God. Jamie, you pick, not Kelly, you can pick science.
I know we would too, wouldn't we?
Come on.
Which
You
one do you
pick.
think you'll do better on as well? If you had the choice, do you think you do better on the science?
No.
Or do you not want to leave the science for AB, or you do better on the histories? It's one of those. Ooh. But, this is why you don't actually know which ones you're picking. I just do the number 1 or 2.
Go, Amy.
How about 2?
Oh,
Oh no.
2 is the horrible histories one.
Oh, that's all right.
Yes!
Should have given him 33 or 42.
I only got biology, so thank God.
So, from anyone who's not sure, Horrible Histories is a TV show here in the UK. I believe they made a movie that went around the world as well, and it was a series of books when I was a kid. And it's all the silly facts from histories and stories and things like that, which is well worth a read for the books. And the TV series is great as well. You can get them online, you can go and view them and things like that. So we'll start off. So these questions are just for Pip and Amy, and you do get to confer on them. And to be fair, you have an easy one to start. On which date did the first human land on the moon?
1969.
Yes.
Date?
July 20th.
July 20th. Yes, so 1 point.
Yes, because it's Matthew's birthday.
Oh. He doesn't look like he was born in 69.
No, he doesn't, does he? He's quite young looking.
15.
He's almost 15, he said. But yes, he was born on July 20th in 2005. So I thought that was cool.
Right.
So hold on, we now have his birthday and his mother's maiden name.
Let's leave for all night. We've almost got enough passwords. Right. What was Neil Armstrong's role in the first moon landing?
Oh, God.
You can talk to each other. You can confirm.
I have no clue.
What is
You,
it?
Amy?
A sausage roll?
Half a point for Tatty, but he wasn't a sausage roll, but that's quite funny. Any clue, Amy?
I honestly don't know.
Neil Armstrong's role in the first moon landings.
I mean, if they don't know, do we get to take the point? Because I'm
Unfortunately
quite
not.
proud of that.
Commander.
There's one
Unfortunately not,
space nerd fact that I
Commander.
actually know.
No, is that because Miss Unite? Ah, you people trying quickly. Oh, Amy's computer's just rebooted itself. That's why she's not here. Damn it. Yeah, I'll give the point for that one. But what I will do while we wait for Amy to get back, you've still got 3 questions left, Pip. I'll do Team Dragon's questions now while we wait for Amy to get back, so it's fair. Because the other questions do get a bit silly.
No problem. Okay.
Right then, so Team Dragon, your 5 questions are as follows. Question 21, because this is the order they're actually in. In about 4 billion years, what will our sun become?
What was it again?
You can confirm with each other.
I'm not entirely sure if it was the white dwarf or red.
It's not going to be.
No. It was like, no, that can't be. I just know it goes by poof and gone.
Yeah, it will be a red giant.
It
Red
will
giant
be
and
a
gone.
red giant. Yes, so in about 4 billion years, our sun will become a red giant. So, question 22. Granite is an example of which type of rock?
Oh God, what are the types of rock?
Hair metal, hardcore,
Yeah,
Hardcore.
hardcore, heavy metal, classic.
Too hard. My feet hurt.
I think I
wait.
know this one.
I only know one, and that's igneous. So I'm gonna go with. Are you happy with that?
Flint, he's asking you.
Yeah, I have no idea about rocks. Igneous sounds fine.
It is an igneous rock. It's got its interlocking crystals and everything like that. So yeah, that's another point for Team Dragon.
Nice.
Question 23. Sodium hydroxide solution is made during the electrolysis of concentrated sodium chloride solution. But what is it used to make?
Sorry, what?
Sodium hydroxide solution is made during the electrolysis of concentrated sodium chloride solution. What is it used to make?
What is sodium hydroxide used to make?
Yeah, put that there. Yes.
Lots of things. Lots of
sorry.
things. We use it for many.
I will say its most common usage.
Well, we quite regularly use it as drain cleaner, but...
Go on, you're so close. I'll give you a point for that. I've got written down here soap as its most common usage.
Right, yeah.
So I would have taken any sort of cleany stuff, but yeah.
I mean, I use it for certain things, but I can't actually...
I was going to say, you probably use it as much different things. You got to remember the GCSE-related questions, so they are only expecting the basic sort of bits, not your complicated cleverness.
Well, it's not complicated nor clever, but it is protected under intellectual property.
Oh, fuck.
We haven't finished the patent yet, so...
Ooh.
Soap.
Does sound clever though, but yeah, soap is good. Soap cleaning stuff, we're all good. Question 24: why do plants need nitrate ions?
Well, to build amino acids.
Oh, remember, it's for GCSEs. Do you want to make it a bit simpler?
To grow.
Well, to grow. I've got here. I'll give you the point for that because you're the right. To produce proteins.
To grow.
Yeah. I wanted you to give me the simple answer. Because remember, we're going for simple here.
Grow.
Yeah, to grow is good as well. I would have actually taken to grow. But yeah, basically to produce proteins so they can grow. And the very last question, which is another simple one when it comes to science: what makes up the mass number of an atom?
Well,
I mean, it is
the number of protons and the mass of the proton, and then the neutrons and the mass of the neutron, minus the binding energy.
Otherwise, it's just the number of protons and neutrons is the simple GCSE answer. So yeah, I'm happy with that for a point as well. So that's
actually need to read up on that.
5.
Woohoo!
It is actually quite bad because I've currently half of the tabs that I've got open on my computer is about nuclear physics because I've been doing some stuff on that today.
I mean, if anything would have come from the electrical side, I think I would have rocked that anyway. I mean,
I just nipped onto the GCSE bite-size webpage and went through a load of questions from the BBC for GCSE science and thought, yeah, they'll do. Because I thought, I don't want to make them overly top. I want simple answers for them. I thought they'll be quite funny.
They were harder than the quiz questions I did for cats last night.
I mean, it's what Katz did actually a bit wrong, and I actually said him if he needs help with some things, as in German, like you butchered those words like no one else. I would offer you kindly my service to record that and send it to you.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. I was just what?
I can pronounce a little Dutch, I can pronounce German very well, and English, yeah, I say good. Not well, but good.
Yeah, but he did butcher that German. I mean,
yeah.
That was quite bad.
He asked me a German question as well, but fortunately it was about grammar rather than actually translating something.
I can help with that too, even though I'm really bad at German.
Well, it's all. I mean, the grammar question was like, oh, this is all a bit formal. I can't remember the names of it and what you call it, but I managed to flag it. So yeah.
Plusquamperfekt und so Zeugs, ne?
Yeah.
I can't make any comment. I struggle with half the English words, let alone doing something.
Ik ben een draak.
Yes. I don't know. So still missing an Amy. Tati, should we play our halftime music 3 questions early? If it's Tati's there. There he is.
Hold on.
That's a book he's not queued one up.
Hold on. Music questions.
No, not the music questions. Did you see the video I sent you to play as a quick musical interlude?
Oh yeah. Right, give me 2 minutes max.
To be fair, he's been working on getting these klaxons lined up, so he had them all ready.
I think monochromatic light source is a bit behind.
Oh,
He
how
just
behind?
typed pilot and now he's typed igneous.
You are a bit behind it, monochromatic. Wow.
Yeah.
Perfect chance to watch in double speed. And catch
He
up.
does, yeah, but the thing is, he's not going to hear us telling him in double speed.
No.
I don't want to spoil it by putting it in text for him. Ugly German Truth has. Maybe go for the little red dot.
At least 5 minutes. I'm saying about 10 minutes, for goodness sake.
Yeah, it's a reasonable amount behind because they're your questions, weren't they?
Right. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, wow. Small and local. What was the small and local question?
No.
Oh, it's about the sun, what it will be in 4 million years.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God, yes.
Has the delay got on that? I mean, that seems to be quite delayed. Has something gone wrong with the internet? And has it just been several minutes where we just sounded really slow?
They introduced a new German internet.
It seems to literally just be him at the moment. Everyone else seems to be up to date. So I think either his is just either quickly buffered for a minute and then set back, or I don't know. So he's literally just said, I wondered why the timestamp is now, but the questions seem to be from 5 minutes ago. Very odd.
He says he's on an iPad, it's shite.
There we go.
Golden Skeptic asks, how many pubs in Herefordshire serve massive portions of garlic bread? Well, I know the answer to that. At the moment, fucking none of them. Because
No.
they're all shut.
Oh,
I do take out massive portions of garlic bread, though. May I post-
garlic bread.
Yeah. And something for Casual Spaceman. May I post a fundraiser appeal for a charity, please? You can put any links you want in, Spaceman. I trust you. That's why you're blue. Otherwise, you wouldn't be blue. So, yeah.
Did you know that the phrase "I'm blue" in German means something completely different than "I'm blue" in English?
What does it mean?
In German, it means you're drunk.
Well, that could be that.
Yeah, I mean, or doing blue is actually what was it? Avoiding school or not going to work, like this.
Skiving.
Yep, skiving. Thanks. So that's
We
because
used to call that dogging.
Or
Dogging school.
Jenkins school.
We used to go to dogging school.
There's Jenkins in here.
We used to go dogging
Not
Never
dogging.
used Jenkins.
You went dogging at school.
as a schoolboy. I dogged a lot.
You went dogging.
I never jinked the school.
Oh, God's sake.
I don't know what that word means up in Scotland, but down here it means something very
It
different.
means missing
Yeah,
school.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, down south
Skiving.
you must know what that means down
Yeah.
south, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
I used to love the fight.
That's
say one thing for-
interesting. I've never heard that one.
I've never heard that one. But
Dogging
Oh,
school.
from Flint saying blue being for you're drunk, you can basically use almost anything in English to mean I'm drunk. Because you could go, I'm completely and utterly trolleyed. I'm well and truly gazeboed.
Yeah,
I'm
you can use anything.
car parked." And people don't realise
Listen if you want.
Dutch Heretic is saying that it is the same in the Netherlands. Is he talking about skiving or blauwmachen?
Yeah,
Is-
blauwmachen.
Yeah, but Dutch Heretic is saying it's the same in the Netherlands. I don't recall that.
Maybe it's dialects. I mean, you have that.
Yeah,
there.
it could be. I don't know where Dutch Heretic's from, but from where I'm from, it's called Spijbelen.
Spijbelen. I love this language. I love this language. I have too many friends there.
In the UK, it's playing hooky or bunking or skiving.
Yeah, skiving, I would have said in school.
Yeah.
So it's always the way.
School.
Driving off.
Go dogging. Dogging school.
Please stop saying you went dogging in school. It just no.
Went dogging school. It's an integral part of my fucking childhood.
Are there any Canadians there? Because I remember that in Canada they've got the phrase "shagging the dog."
What?
I need to ask my friends about that.
I'll need to check with the head and jar, but I'm pretty sure they've got the phrase "shagging the dog."
I have like 5 or 6 friends in Canada, so they can confirm this.
Right, we'll do music in a minute. I've just got a question from Andreas Elver. Tati, do you know what font you're using off the top of your head for the scoreboards? He wanted to know.
Arabic, I think.
There we go. We think it's Arabic. We're not sure. So Amy's just trying to get back in. She's just having some technical difficulties. But Tati seems to have said the music's ready to go. Is it just the one song, Tat, or have you queued up a couple? What was your plan?
Well, I've got one, innit?
One is cool, because I just want to go for a wee more than anything.
Yeah, likewise, quickly.
So
Thanks.
we've got one nice little cover song by a nice little guitarist we've featured on the Poker channel a couple of times, called Adam Trendell, if we've gone for that one. And it should be Stacey's Mum, Fountains of Wayne acoustic cover. So, Tati, we're ready for that when you are, and that'll give us all 3 minutes to go for a wee.
Oh, just wee.
Well, hey, so everyone in the audience can just imagine us just jumping up from the chair, running to the toilet, and flopping it out.
I mean, I would film that.
no.
I would film that.
Welcome back, Amy.
Thank you.
Hey, Amy's back in. We're just doing a quick musical interlude, Amy, because we thought, we'll get them while you were away, because we weren't sure how long you'd be.
Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry about that. It's just all of a sudden I'm looking at my computer and it goes black, and then it just reboots itself.
Oh. Well, just to let you know, so you caught up though, we gave the boys their question, and they got 5 out of 5 on their science questions.
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
you're still on your point in front, Amy. Still on your point in front. That's all right.
Yeah, 1.5.
Oh, yeah, bloody half a point.
Right,
Make a silly joke, we'll get half a point.
Yeah, if you make a silly joke, but then
Okay,
if it's
I'll
only a
think of
silly joke and not the rest of the answer, you might only get half a point. So, Tati, I'm ready when you are, mate.
Sweet. Here we go.
Good evening, Queen's Head. I just recorded this and then realised that I didn't turn the microphone on, so I've got to do it again now. Here's a song by Fountains of Wayne. Stacy's mom, who's got it going on. Stacy's mom, who's got it going on. Stacy, can I come over after school? Well, after school, we can hang around by the pool and by the pool. Did your mom get back from her business trip? Business trip. Is she there or is she trying to give me the slip? Give me the slip. You know I'm not the little boy that I used to be. I'm all grown up now, baby, can't you see? Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long. Stacy, can't you see? You're just not the girl for me. I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacy's mom. Stacy said, do you remember when I mowed your lawn? Mowed your lawn. Your mom came out with just a towel on. Towel on. I could tell she liked me by the way that she stared. The way that she stared. And the way she said, you missed a spot over there. Spot over there. And I know that you think it's just a fantasy. Since your dad walked out, your mom could use a guy like me. Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long. Stacy, can't you see you're just not the girl for me? I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacy's mom. Cheers. Everybody stay safe. Look after one another. See you soon.
I do like Adam Trendell. He does do some good songs. He does do a lot of long play ones, which is ideal to put on in the pub because they can go on the telly. They can just sit there for hours because he does do a couple of hour-long streams usually. As 9 o'clock here, it'd be great if Trendell just uploaded single songs. That one was actually his single song from today, which I think was probably uploaded about 18 hours ago, something like that. When I saw it, I'll just drop the link in the chat. A couple of just comments I want to read here. Ugly German Truth, why is Legolas playing the guitar? I think that's actually quite perfect. And now play guitar wearing a spacesuit. And for anyone who hasn't seen, Spaceman's dropping the link for St. John's Ambulance, Northern Ireland, to raise money for needed funds to assist and support the NHS colleagues and ambulance services. So if you do have any pennies to give, would be much appreciated for a good cause like that. But now we need to turn back to the girls. I'm never going to get the words right. Jesus Christ.
Can you say Jackanory? Can you say Jackanory?
I can say Jackanory, but I keep going to say Pipparrot. And then it's like, no, it's not Pipparrot.
Anyway, I don't think it.
Nori. There we go. I know. It's a good team name. If my brain was with it, I'd be fine. But my brain's never with it, let's be fair. I don't know what day it is half the time at the moment. It's like, oh, let's go.
Yeah, Barman.
What to do? Yes, mate.
What's the story with Pippanori?
Wouldn't you like to know? Oh, right then. Anyway, so we'll turn back to the girls on Pip and Ori, and we'll do their last 3 questions because you've had the first 2. So, question 28, and remember these are horrible history based, so they do get a bit silly now. Okay. Anyway, what was special about the Russian cosmonaut Ivan Ivanov or Avanich? Yeah, we'll go for Ivan Ivanov.
I think I know, Amy.
Oh, why was he special?
Yes.
I don't think he was a human.
Yes. Ivan Ivanov wasn't a real person. He was the Russian version of the John Doe dummy or mannequin used for space-flight tests before real humans. Ivan was made to look as lifelike as possible with eyebrows, eyelashes, and a mouth. So, well done. A point for Team Pip and Ori.
Thank you.
Ivan
Ivanovich. Did he have an itch?
Ivan, I have an itch.
Haven't it?
Question 29. What did the first ever woman to go into space, Valenta Trevirovsky, do 48 times in 70 hours?
Tereshkova.
What you do? 48,
48 times in 70 hours.
70 hours.
Yeah.
That's about.
Not the hard time to answer.
If that had been your round, I might have given you half a point for
Do you
that,
think
AB.
it's
But
Amy?
that
Do
was
you
funny.
think orbit the Earth or something?
I think so.
It was, yeah. She orbited the Earth 48 times in the 70 hours. Russian cosmonaut Valenta Trevyakova went into space in 1963, orbiting the Earth 48 times in 70 hours. When she returned home, she married fellow cosmonaut Andian Nikolaevia.
Ivan Ivanovich.
A marriage
Some Russian
proposed by
fella.
Soviet Space Authority as it would be a fairy tale message to the country.
Oh,
Right.
there you go. She had to marry the guy with an itch because at that
Well, he
point
had an
he
itch.
didn't get rid of his
No, he
itch,
couldn't
and you know
scratch.
it's like there's no point. In just...
And after all that time, she spent masturbating.
I'm gonna rub you out.
He misses 5.
You out.
What was that? I missed that one.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Right. Last question for Pipinori. What surprise did the astronauts find floating in Apollo 10?
Oh no,
Oh my goodness.
he's laughing, so this is not going to be good.
Well, that's horrible history. I know guys have been all about space, by the way. What surprise?
I mean,
Go on, pick something silly. You know you want to.
You have any idea, Amy?
I would actually know what I would say.
You can't say Team Dragon. It's got to be for Pipinori.
Yeah, I would know. I don't say it.
They found a surprise floating in space. Is that what you said?
In the capsule, so in the Apollo
In the
10.
capsule.
Yeah.
Okay.
What surprise was it?
Dead, probably a dead mouse or something. I don't know. What do you think, Amy?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a dead mouse.
It wasn't a dead mouse. It was a shit.
Oh, that was too obvious. I was going
An
to say
actual
that.
thing was floating around, and the astronauts had to debate on who would grab it, with one suggesting using a napkin, but another refusing because it didn't look like one of his.
Didn't have a name
I
tag.
really thought poo was too obvious. Oh, yeah.
I did too. That's why I didn't say it. Someone sprung a leak.
Michael Barrett says a wee
Well,
dopey.
that it was actually almost one of the questions was what trouble did I can't remember names now. One of the Apollo astronauts, when they touched on the moon, had a problem when coming out, and it's because the urine pack on their spacesuit started leaking, so they're actually standing in wee. I can't remember which one it was now, so that I thought that was quite funny. That almost went in, but I thought it was better.
Isn't space travel
So
so
obvious, well.
glamorous?
It is.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I heard from one of the professor of biology, whatever, he does actually really cool stuff, and he was like, yeah, well, you have to imagine how the smell in a space capsule or a space station must be.
Oh yeah,
Just imagine it.
Terrible.
Yeah. So
Doesn't
have fun.
mean it.
I think you would get used to it after a while, though. You wouldn't notice it.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but at one point you want to open a window,
Yeah.
and you know this is a bit bad.
Hold your breath. I'm opening the window.
Become no blind, don't you? Right, so that's the end of the questions for each round, and we are on drum roll. Oh my word! 9.5 points for Team Dragon, thanks to AB Science's half point for a funny as fuck answer, and Pipinori's you're on 10. And now it's time for movie posters. We have 10 lined up, and in case of a tiebreak, I do actually have a funny 11th one lined up as well. So hopefully, if everyone can see their screens, Kathy will hopefully post the first one now, and if you shout out if you know the film, and then we'll move through them. So Chelsea, we are ready when you are, young man.
I'm not doing it. I've had a word with the producers union. I've decided to downstool. Here we go, folks.
So, what film is this?
Oh God.
I can't see anything.
Nope.
Oh, it should be
Do I
up.
have to hit where is it?
No, it should be in the Shills feed. It's on the Shills feed one.
Oh, right. Oh. Oh,
So even the audience can see it then, you see.
I see it now, yeah.
It's the movie poster with the text removed. If it's looking unclear, it's a guy basically shaving his head.
Oh my god, I have no idea.
Any clue?
Maybe.
It's-
I have a lot of movies, but I don't remember this one, this cover.
I don't even recognise who it is.
I mean, he's shaving his head. I'm gonna.
Shaving his head, is he?
I have no clue.
No.
Well, I'll give everyone a couple of seconds. If no one's got a clue, I'll let everyone know.
Shaving his. No.
Oh, and Tati's flicks it. Oh, no, there we go. Ignore that. We're still on the head, man. So, no clue for anyone?
No.
No. I'll give one quick clue. It's a war movie. Probably one of the most famous war movies going.
I mean, there's lots of famous war movies. I mean, it's definitely not Apocalypse Now. It's not going to be like
1918.
like a,
Oh, AB, why did you have to say it's definitely not? It is Apocalypse
is this Apocalypse Now?
It is, yes.
Okay, I get the point then. I'm taking that point. No, I'm taking that point.
It was
I
actually
am
in the
having
He
chat.
said it. He said it.
I saw it in the chat, but didn't say
That
it.
was one of the posters from Apocalypse Now with all the text removed. So yeah, you were so close. You should just said
Don't
it's
think I've
definitely
seen it.
Apocalypse Now, or just gone for the gas of Apocalypse Now. Oh, but yeah, probably one of the more famous war movies that are about and things. But next one, question.
Armin,
Yes,
before you do,
yes.
how evil are you feeling right now?
Very.
Temperature check.
Oh, time.
Above or below 50?
Below.
Below 50. Okie dokie.
What?
Out of 100.
What? I'm so confused.
Out of 100, you're below 50. Feeling
Yeah.
evil?
Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh, on the level of evilness, I'm probably 100.
Oh, in that case,
We.
What's he done?
taking a half point off AB. Don't have them argue for an extra one.
Love you, Ty.
Argue with the
We earned that point. Half point.
That was a good joke about fucking, right? You cannot take away the point for that.
Well, to be fair, it was a rule from last week. Arguing with the quizmaster will deduct the points.
I was
Okay,
not aware
At
of
least
the
it was
rule.
only half a point, not a full point.
All right.
Oh dear! Can we
Fine.
have the next movie poster, please?
I'll go with that bit.
Come on.
There we
Oh,
go.
that's Enter the Dragon.
That is Enter the Dragon. There you go. You got a point.
There you go.
Great film. Great film. And the next poster, please.
Have it
You know
terrible
what? I've actually
lag.
never seen that movie.
Have you never seen it? Oh, well.
No, I've never seen the movie. I'm not really into it, but it is a bit of an iconic poster.
Well, this one's another
there it is.
iconic poster.
Oh.
That's why I'm not seeing them.
I'm too
That looks
young.
classic.
That's gonna
I have over 900 films, but I don't have this one.
Really?
Go.
See how the chat's doing while you're all looking at that.
I mean, it really looks like Hitchcock. I agree, but I can't say which one it could be.
I know.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not giving hints to you.
The
No, I'm just thinking too. I'm trying to think.
Exorcist.
Yes, it's The Exorcist.
Good job.
Point for the
I was
Pipinori.
thinking Inspector Calder's
I'm thinking it looks like a priest. What's a priest? There we go.
Yeah, there's the iconic scene where he's looking up into the house, isn't he, before he actually goes in.
There's the exorcism. Yeah.
Next poster, please. I love this film.
Oh. Oh my
I thought
God.
maybe he was going to
Grand
get
Budapest Hotel.
It is, yes. I thought I heard you that you knew it. So yes, that's the Grand Budapest Hotel. Great film.
Nice.
Weird. Funny.
That's Ralph
Beautiful
Fiennes, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
need different.
I got hammered with Ralph Fiennes and his wife drinking whiskey and playing poker on a Virgin Atlantic flight to Havana once.
Nice.
It was quite interesting.
Cool.
That sounds actually quite funky. I'm quite jealous at this point.
I know.
Poster 35, please, Tati. Well, question 35 for the next poster.
Ooh.
Gremlins.
Yes, Gremlins.
Goonies.
So
Oh,
it's-
Gremlins.
Gremlins, yeah. I almost put the Goonies poster in, but I thought the Goonies was the too easy one, so but that was Gremlins, yes. Poster 36, please.
Halloween.
Oh, I'll give you half a point. It's actually Halloween 2.
Oh,
So I'll give you half
okay.
a point for it because I'm an evil bastard.
Yeah.
I am.
But question 37, or poster 37.
Halloween 2.
No, this one.
Oh.
I watched this the other night.
Oh. God. It's in my tongue.
Familiar.
Oh, shite. It looks familiar, too. Ah, shit. It's right there. It's just.
No fapping in the background.
Sorry, that was me slapping my legs. I'm frustrated.
Yeah, slapping your leg.
I don't fap, honey. I don't-
Knows what it is, it's just getting the words.
Oh, shoot.
Go on, Amy, just say it. Say shit. You know you want to.
Inglorious Bastards.
Yes, Inglorious Bastards.
God damn it! Yes.
Shit.
Which was more amusing when I was saying I'm an evil bastard beforehand, and then I thought, oh crap, the next one.
That was my first guess, but then I thought, no, it's not. But then I looked closer at it. It's like, yeah, it's got Brad Pitt, and there's a guy that looks like a Nazi. It's gonna have to be Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah, it's going to have to.
Poster 38. This is actually my wife's favourite film when it comes up.
Will it help? Oh, Labyrinth.
Oh, Labyrinth.
Yes, Pip, Labyrinth.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, mine too.
There. She's there nodding away in the background.
The
Like,
Goblin King. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. David Bowie.
number 39, Tati.
He's a second.
Yes. He's broke it.
Okay. Oh. Leon.
Yes, Leon. I would have taken also Leon the Professional, but yeah, Leon is spot on. So point for Team Dragon. Ooh. Ooh.
This is
And then
I know.
the last main. Bonus.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
National Lampoon
we have the
Family Vacation.
same thinking.
Yes,
Well
Amy.
done,
yeah.
Amy.
Thank you. I remember
that
that.
was culturally biased. Come on.
Yeah, very
It's a
much.
movie, and to be fair, I got those movie questions from the Independent newspaper.
Okay, independent from what?
No, it's
Everything else but the
newspaper
UK?
in It's in the, yeah, it's a newspaper in the UK, and it was the UK publication site of it.
I want one from Switzerland, and you will all lose.
What? Just Swiss cinema? Yeah. All right.
Well, that's all the questions and half a point in it. Oh my word!
Oh,
I'm
buggers.
so
Team
sorry, Pip.
Pipinori,
That's all right.
13 and a half. but I do have one bonus movie poster sat in the background. There is no points for this, but it's a great movie if anyone's not seen it, or documentary, you could say. Have you got that last one there, Tatty?
Behind the curve. Yes, yes.
Nice.
I love it.
So yeah, there.
Yes.
AB and Flip, as the winners of this week, would you both like to return next week if you've got no plans to, if you can retain your title?
Well, I'm always happy to return, but it always, you know what I'm like with live stuff. It's like,
yeah,
am I available? I will know about 10 minutes beforehand.
I mean, I can look into the matter that I have somebody in backup, which I can trust that he is in backup. So
yeah,
well, you don't have to be there.
Yeah. Well, same as this one, because unfortunately we couldn't get hold of Corpus Defectus. He was up for coming on, but we don't know what happened to him today. Hopefully he's all right. He may have just forgotten. Who knows?
I mean, to be honest, you invited me on last week, and I was like, I'm on board with that. But before I even got around to sending you a reply, I fell asleep.
Fair enough. It happens because you were laid up last week in bed, weren't you? So I don't blame you for that.
Yeah, man, I was screwed. I've been messed up the whole week, actually. You know what? A good ergonomic office chair seems to be harder to get hold of these days than toilet roll.
Well,
Savage.
Roll this week, I was quite good.
I mean, I need actually a new office chair myself, because the one I have is leather, and sitting long on the leather chair, you know what it's like.
Sweaty back, yeah. No, to be honest, I haven't even got a decent office chair, because I've got this little chair which I'm sitting on, which I kind of chose because it's nice. It's more of a guitar stool. It's nice to play guitar on and stuff, but yeah, it's bad for doing 9 to 5. Well, to be honest, we're working from home, so it's more than 9 to 5, and the whole lines are blurred, and it's all messy.
I've got a second-hand leather office chair that we found on someone selling on one of the swap shops on Facebook about a year or so ago. And fair play, it's quite comfy. It goes back and it goes up and down. It'll do me. But most time when I'm in the pub, I'm only sitting on a bar stool. So when I record from the pub and things like that, it can be a bit. My legs afterwards are like, I can't feel my legs. Which I think it's my legs. I'm having them on.
I mean, my problem is I spend way too much time in my chair. And now it's even worse. So I need a good one, and look around for something better. Well, I mean, I got this one for free.
You got to be comfortable as well, because I just checked the health app on my phone, and I've gone down from 20,000 steps a day to 300.
Wow.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
It's fucking tragic.
I mean, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You're really doing that self-isolation.
Trying to be a fine thing.
Well, I have no choice, because I have no access to my lab. I'm not allowed into the lab because there's not enough people in the department, so it is actually a serious danger.
You mean, I see.
So,
work regulations.
Yeah, work regulations. I mean, I've got things which are extremely dangerous, and
kaboom.
Not kaboom.
Lammy.
I won't tell you what it does, because yeah,
it eats your soul.
Yeah, let's just say that.
So I guess I know what you mean. But it's basically like me work. I mean, I can currently work alone, but my previous job I basically couldn't, because I needed to test things, and therefore I was actually was only doing testing when somebody was around. So if something would have happened to me, that somebody could step in.
Well, yeah, that's exactly the issue, because we're dealing with safety considerations where something goes wrong, someone needs to be on hand, a large number of people need to be on hand, because we are dealing with, extremely dangerous chemicals at times. We just can't do it, and the only thing I can do at the moment for work is write papers
or perform simulations and stuff like that. But I've just given all my GPUs, I've just kind of dedicated them to our biosciences department.
Ooh.
Which,
Nice.
I mean, yeah, okay, I suppose it's the right thing to do, but it's a fucking pain in the ass, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, I bet. But hopefully, hopefully it'll all be sorted in the next couple of months.
Oh yeah.
Unlikely.
We can hope.
I'm currently working with. So, I don't know if there are any mathematical modelers in the audience. I think I have spotted, a few. I know that Arctic Hayes is in the audience, and he'll be involved with this. But the Royal Society did just put a call out for anyone who does mathematical modeling and stuff like that. There is a massive research project going on, and it's not so much immunology or virology or epidemiology. It's just asking for your mathematical modeling skills and to get involved and work with them. If you go onto the Royal Society website, do go there, and if this is a skill set that you have, then go there, find out what it's all about, and see if you can help.
Sounds very cool. I mean, far beyond what I can do, so I can't help. I can count to 3 sometimes.
Sometimes.
We are proud of you. We are proud of you.
2.
So, if I walk into your pub and I ask you for 4 pints, you're only going to charge me for 3, yeah?
Oh no, because we all know that 4 comes after 7.
AB, I think we will need to bring a calculator for him, so how much to give.
Are you doing the bits for behind the bar and doing numbers like that and going, yeah, you need 3 of those pints, yeah, that's £10.50 or whatever? It's like, yeah, my brain just goes, yeah, we can do that.
Yes, you know it off by heart, because I know that. I used to work when I was a very, very poor undergraduate. In my first degree, I worked in a nightclub / strip joint.
Nice,
but not.
As a dancer.
No. You're a straight male. This is not the kind of strip joint that you would consider nice, because there were never any female strippers.
Oh right, okay.
But it was interesting. It was a hoot anyway. But I got really good in my 7 times tables and stuff like that, because I knew that I could get away with not ringing up the 70p we'd had to charge for the mixer. So I knew I could just ring up the shots on the till, but I knew exactly what to charge the customer.
Yeah.
And then it would just be rung up as a double shot, and I would take the 70p for the mixer.
Don't blame you.
Because I was a poor student, right? I had a student loan of £3,000 per year. I had a rent bill of £5,000 per year.
Ooh.
And I had to eat.
Yeah.
What? You had to eat? You're making this so inefficient.
Yeah.
I have a question. Heretic, which I'll just read out. I have a question. Which people have the world record of flight in a vomit comet? I'm going to put that in the quiz for next week, so you can all research. I want to know who's got the record for the most. I'm guessing he means the record most number of flights in the vomit comet. He'll probably put it in now and save me doing any research. 9 o'clock here, is that him heading off? But
Bye, 9 o'clock.
Checking the time.
Bye, 9 o'clock.
It's the time we were closing down anyway. And if I'm right, Amy can confirm, Shills in 2 hours?
Yes.
Shills
2 hours?
1 hour. No.
Oh no, it's Friday today, isn't it?
Oh, it's Friday.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's the late one.
I
isn't it?
may
Yeah.
or may not be awake. It depends.
You know how
I'll
long?
definitely not be awake.
I am not sure. Who have we got on tonight, though, Amy? I know tomorrow we're doing aliens and things, so that'll be quite fun. But I didn't.
Yes, tomorrow is Thor. Tonight is Astronomy Live, so it'll be a good show tonight too. So yes, everyone, please check that out.
I mean, Mr. Sensible is also currently live.
Yeah, he went live at 10, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad then. I got the notification that he posted a video just as we were setting up for this, and I thought, oh, please don't go live at 8 o'clock, Mr. S. So,
Oh, do we want to? Sorry, who asked a question about the record?
Dutch Heretic.
Yeah. Okay. So his answer: it were porn stars and crew making a porno called "Sex in Space."
I've just seen that now. As I was going through.
That would have been a good question for next week.
It might still come up, so anyone who didn't pay attention this week will be amused next week.
Oh, absolutely.
An idea for a film stream.
Question. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, look for the movie poster of that.
I mean, I like it. That's ambition for a porno as well.
Yeah.
You see, some of them now they're not cheap budget. The proper made ones, they actually go into big budgetness on them. Well, big for a porno. So about
You know what CGI?
I mean,
No,
a porno is about as low budget as you get. But if you're doing that, that's fucking ambitious.
that is, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll close this out. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming to the quiz. If you've got a team and you want to come on the quiz and have a play against whoever we've got on that week, drop me a message in Discord, just like Flint did, and we've got him on for the night. And he won, so fair play. He did get help because fair play. AB Science is a brainy old chap, but half a point in it, not bad at all. And we'll see everyone hopefully at the Shills tomorrow and tonight, and the Uncalled For on Sunday, and Poker on Sunday as well. And good night, everybody.
Good night. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.